Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
From our very first breath, curiosity is why we question everything through barrages of whys and how comes. It now needs the tools to will its vision into existence. Tools that will forever allow curiosity to obscure the line between technology and magic. Be curious. Make magic. Lawrence Technological University.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Number 6, Hannah Dean. Number 7, Hannah Bugner. Number 9, Elena Smythe. Number 12, Annabelle Clute. Number 16, Carmen Foster. Number 22, Jocelyn Bonderstrom. Number 23, Jenna White. Number 25, Asana Jarvis. And number 28, Juliana Littman. The Blue Devils are coached by Emma Keel in her first season. She's assisted by Juwan Jones, Chelsea Lancashire, and Katie Waite. At this time, we ask that you stand for the playing of the national anthem.
It's not. Appreciate it. She's
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Blue Devil Stadium for the semifinals of the WHAC Championship Tournament. Coming into Southfield tonight, it is the Pilots of Bethel University taking on the Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech. Thank you for joining us on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. I'm John Snow on the call with you for this one, as this is the semifinals. Game 2 officially underway, as we check over real quick on the first semifinal matchup between Marion and Indiana Tech, and the Warriors have a 12-2 lead at the half. So Indiana Tech with a great start, trying to move on to the championship match this upcoming Saturday. And meanwhile, before this matchup gets underway, Bethel University had to really fight for this chance to move on to the semifinals, as it was an overtime victory on the road in Ann Arbor against Concordia this past Tuesday to earn this spot right here against the number 1 seed Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech. Opening draw is underway. Ground ball is loose and picked up by Hannah Dean for the first draw control. Lawrence Tech, for a third straight year, has finished off a perfect conference season. And for the back-to-back years, has finished off the regular season with a one-loss record. Here's Sydney Robinson, who has led the way for this offense all year. Feeding inside, a hit from behind. Ground ball is going to be loosely picked up by Marissa Berg. Able to get around the swat of Robinson. Berg trying to get past midfield, and she's able to clear. Up ahead for Jenna Crockett. Pilots looking to strike first. On the cut inside. Bria Larison nearly had a window there. Back up top again for Crockett. Pilots trying to find the open seam. Crockett working one-on-one with Vanderswag. Jocelyn Vanderswag. Mackenzie Holland now directing traffic. Holland trying to find the cut. And again, great defense by Jenna Wright. Under 30 seconds left to go in the play clock. The defense for Lawrence Tech really standing their ground here. Larison again. Ran right in front of Carmen Foster. Vanderswag over with the double team. The ball's knocked loose. And again, Larison's able to pick it up. Another one knocked loose. It's a battle for possession right here. The shot clock is winding down, and this is going to be a shot clock violation. Great defensive stand right there by the Blue Devils to get possession. And Jasanna Jarvis wasting no time with a full sprint down the field. He's got to hand it off to Hannah Dean. Now LaWorst. Ball got knocked out. Fade back up top for Sydney Robinson. Robinson trying to move her feet on the inside. Good block in front by Lydia Andrews. LaWorst trying to cut through. Got blocked in front by Wint. Smite faked the handoff. Reverses the hands, ran into a double team. Feed inside for Nemeth. And able to get through again. Hubner to Robinson. Looking for the feed pass inside to Dean, but the ball gets away. 30 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Now Vanderswag ran into a triple team. Aggressive swats taken by Andrews. Feed inside again, too tall for Hubner. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Vanderswag able to get through. The yellow flag is up, and the ball did cross the line, but this is going to be a foul and a free position try. With 5 seconds left, Jocelyn Vanderswag will take this free position shot from outside the 8-meter fan. And she comes. And this one does get through. With the clock winding down, Jocelyn Vanderswag gets the Blue Devils on the board first, 1-0. "17 goals during the regular season for Vanderswag. And for Lawrence Tech, most of their damage on offense is within the first period, as they have 68 goals during the entire year so far in the first period. Always looking for the hot start. Blue Devils with the early lead. This draw control is going to be handled up by Chase Anna Jarvis. So back-to-back draw controls for Lawrence Tech. To the backside for Bella LaWorse. Robinson directing traffic. Trying to cut through on the left side. A good fake pass. Robinson gets through the middle, but there's going to be a foul. And another free position shot coming. From that far left side of the 8-meter fan, Robinson will have this free chance. Robinson leaves it off for Hubner, and Hubner finds the back of the net. It is 2-0 LTU early on. You always got to be wary about the connection with Sydney Robinson and Hannah Hubner, as it was a well-thought-out plan with Robinson taking the free position try. Hubner just sneaking in through the backside of the cage, able to find the goal. Robinson with the assist. And that was one of the other reasons why Sydney Robinson earned multiple WHAC Player of the Weeks. 54 goals and 53 assists. 107 points total throughout the entire year. And for Hannah Hubner, having 27 goals throughout the entire year and 23 assists. 10:32 left to go in this first period. Again, our ground ball for grabs, still loose. Waiting for it was Littner. And Bria Larison is able to pick it up. So first draw control for the Pilots as they look to crack the scoreboard for the first time in this game. Lawrence Tech had a great defensive stand the last time the Pilots had possession, able to run the shot clock down. Larison again trying to find the open pass. Good defensive work up by Vanderswag. Andrews now passes inside, knocked loose and picked up by Reese Nemeth. And then that ball came loose and picked up by Vanderswag. Vanderswag will give Lawrence Tech their second clear. And once again, the Blue Devils are prone to strike. Robinson analyzing all of her options. A handoff to Smite. Elena Smite has missed a couple of games, but now she has been back playing in the last 3. Quickly inside on a cut. Vanderswag got around one block, and Vanderswag gets another. It is 3-0 Lawrence Tech. The assist will go to Elena Smite on the brilliant pass, as it was through a tight window, and all the rest was Jocelyn Vanderswag. And now head coach Jeremy Brown of the Pilots is going to call a timeout. 8:49 left to go. It is a 3-0 game. Step aside for a moment. 3-0 scores. The Blue Devils have an early lead here in the first period of play of the semifinals. And a quick check-in on the other semifinal matchup. Indiana Tech has put across 3 more goals in the third period against Marion as they have a 15-2 lead. So the Warriors trying to pour on the goals and try to secure a spot in the championship game this upcoming Saturday. For Bethel University coming into this game, 9-7 overall during the year, 4-4 in conference play, as managing one of the last final spots of the standings in order to get into the tournament, as this is going to be handled by Isabel Gerbrand off the draw control. So 2 draw controls for the Pilots, and we're going to have a foul here as Hannah Dean is going to get a 1-minute penalty with the green card for the cross-check. So the Pilots with a big opportunity here with the player advantage to put a goal across. Bethel coming in at the 5th seed. Had to take on the number 4 seed Concordia team this past Tuesday as this pass is inside, and a great snatch by Aklush. She read the pass on a beauty to the inside as this pass to Robinson is bouncing around, and Robinson with the pickup and able to adjust her route. Passes it over to Carmen Foster. Lawrence Tech trying to clear for a 3rd time. Able to give it off to Jarvis. Jarvis with great speed and great stick work, able to get through. Another great clear for the Blue Devils. Trying to work with a player down as the penalty will be winding down shortly. 12-1 record overall for Lawrence Tech the entire year. 8-0 in conference. A back-to-back perfect conference season. 3rd straight year for that. Hannah Dean back onto the field. Lawrence Tech at full strength. Smythe got a stick from behind, and this is going to be out of play, and it's going to go to Bethel. Pressured by Dean on swoop. Ball is bouncing around the field, picked up by Berg. Has run into a double team, and that ball is knocked loose. Another ground ball is up for grabs. Dean trying to shovel it up. Does so in the air. A real battle for it. And it's going to be won by Bria Larison. Larison trying to outbeat the LTU defense. Under 6.5 minutes left to go in this first period. Andrews trying to look for a pass inside, but great work by the Blue Devils. Once again, Andrews trying to cut in front, and ran into a double team. Larison trying to work around Jarvis. A feed inside, and there's a goal for Lydia Andrews, and the Pilots are on the board. It is 3-1 now. On the 4th possession for Bethel, they finally find the back of the net. Lawrence Tech had held them off for a shot clock violation, 2 caused turnovers, and even squandered off a player up chance for the Pilots. And Bethel finally cashes in. 18 goals during the regular season for Andrews, and 7 total assists for a point total of 25. It's a 3-1 game with 5:45 left. Possession is up for grabs deep within the Pilot zone. It's going to be picked up by Janelle Wint. on a double team by LaWorse and Dean. Now that ball is loose again. Trying to shovel it out is Robinson, and Robinson does get full possession. Lawrence Tech with a chance to answer back. Hubert tosses it back up top for Robinson. Now Vanderswag. Long feed pass on the backside for LaWorse. Now Hubner trying to cut to the inside. Back up top for Robinson. Inside for Smite. Smite trying to reverse the hands. Missed on the shot. Backed up by Vanderswag. Smite again. All in one motion. What a goal by Elena Smite. On the feed pass by Vanderswag, Smite just reached up and threw it down. It is 4-1 as the Blue Devils get that goal back. Just an incredible play overall. Smite's original shot chance was missed, but then Vanderswag able to bag up the play. And then found another opening for Smite to take another chance. Elena Smite had 46 total goals during the regular season and 6 total assists for a point total of 52. Leads the entire Lawrence Tech team in shots with 109 coming into today. Off the draw, it's going to be picked up by Larison. Feeds over to Andrews, but missed on the pass, and it's going to be picked up by Hannah Dean. Off the turnover, and Lawrence Tech marching down the field. Fourth good clear by the Blue Devils. Quickly inside for LaWorse. Got through a double team, but the flags are up for the foul coming. And this will be more than likely a free position shot. Bella LaWorse playing in her 13th game, has 20 goals and 5 assists. Her sophomore year from Zeeland. Trying to add on another here in the first period. Slings it in, and Bella LaWorse. A happy birthday gift indeed here in the semifinals as it is 5-1 Lawrence Tech. Officials are getting together to confirm all the calls, and they do count it officially. Five total turnovers for the Pilots, and that goal coming off of that one. As it was the Pilots that had the previous draw control, but then missed on a pass, and Lawrence Tech was right there to gain full possession. And once again, it is another draw control for the Pilots as Isabel Gerbrand got it right out of the air. Larison quickly to the inside. A high shot, and the Pilots get a goal back as Addie Jones puts it into the top shelf. $14 goals for Jones during the regular season. And a total of 3 attempts, 17 points overall. 5-2 now with 3.5 left to go in this first period. Bethel is keeping things within a close range. 3-goal deficit. Up for grabs. Andrews had it originally, and she regains it off the bounce. Hannah trying to cut in front, but cannot. That's 4 straight draw control victories for the Pilots, as we're going to get a whistle here. And we're going to get another green card issue, as Belle LaWorse will head to the sideline for a 1-minute penalty. And so for the second time in this first period, the Pilots will have a player advantage. Orange Tech squandered off that last chance and scored once the penalty was over. Larison working one-on-one against Jarvis. Larison, a feed pass inside to Andrews, and a great save by Klush. Ball is loose, and Klush will gather it. Quickly out to Liliana Lidner. A great save by Klush. Long up for Hannah Dean. Lawrence Tech on the dead sprint. And good pressure by Jones on the other end, because they had Sydney Robinson open inside the 8-meter fan. Hubner cutting in. Flags are up, and we're going to get another free position shot here. Hubner already with 1 goal in this first period. Trying to again make it a possible 4-goal lead for the Blue Devils. Charging in. And the shot goes wide. And possession's going to stay with LTU, as Reese Nemeth was the closest nearby. Penalty is over as LaWorse comes back on. Ran into a double team. Gives it off to Elena Smite. Off the screen, Vanderswag, a pass back that missed. Backing up is Hannah Dean. 30 seconds left to go on the shot clock. A handoff. Smite trying to find the edge. A stick from behind by Jones. And it's a clear cause turnover. Jones with the possession. Feed pass up for Callie Brondike. Another pass up for Gerbrand. 2 cause turnovers apiece for each side. And a pass inside was mishandled, and Klush was able to pick it up. 6 turnovers now for Bethel. Vanderswag trying to clear. Gets a stick from behind. They will call for the slash. Jarvis trying to get through a double team, and we're going to have a penalty. First one on Bethel, as Isabel Gerbrand under a minute left, 44 seconds. And this was a yellow card issued, so this will be a 2-minute penalty, and it will carry over into the second period of play. Lawrence Tech with their first chance with the player up. Jarvis able to get through center circle. Leads it off for Elena Schmeit. Lawrence Tech hoping for another goal to add on before the period comes to a close. Robinson got moved in and out. Inside for Vanderswag. Pass got knocked down and was picked up by Brondike. Long feed pass up. Pilots hoping for one potential shot, but they're not going to get it. As Kretschmer will run out the clock. Lawrence Tech holding on to a 3-goal lead here after one period of play in the semifinals. 5-2 is the score. We're going to step aside as we'll be right back for the second period. Second period about to be underway as Lawrence Tech holding on to a 5-2 lead against the Pilots of Bethel University. The last time that these two teams met was back on March 29th right here at Southfield, and it was all Lawrence Tech. A 22-10 victory. Four times during the conference season in which Lawrence Tech put up 20-plus goals, as this draw control was in and out of the stick of Addie Jones, but it's going to be picked up by Larison. A minute left to go in the Bethel penalty. Pilots will more than likely run this clock down to bring in full strength. Quickly inside for Jones, but the pass got knocked down. Jones cutting in front in a shovel pass and a wild one. Larison tried to beat it to the spot, and she does so before it went out of bounds. Larison trying to find the gap Inside to Jones, a good stick in, and a Klusch able to snatch it out in midair. And now a pass out and picked out by Jenna Wright. A tight window pass by Annabella Klusch was nearly taken away, but right there was Jenna Wright, able to bring things down the field as the penalty comes to a close. It's handled on the pass by Vanderswag, who had 2 goals back in that first period. Robinson trying to look for a pass, trying to cut in. A low one that we got missed by Hubner and picked up by Swope. Hubner was left alone out in that 8-meter fan, and now that pass gets away. And on the run is Andrews able to snatch it out. We're going to get a whistle and a shove call for the penalty, and this is going to be a green card issued against Sydney Robinson, the 3rd penalty issued against Lawrence Tech, all via the greens. Pilots with another opportunity to cut the 3-goal deficit down. Andrews quickly on the inside to Mackenzie Holland. Missed on the pass again, and great job there by Jenna Crockett, able to keep it in play, and then right there to take it away was Jenna Wright, and hands it off to Annabella Klusch. Another great defensive stop by the Blue Devils, down a player. Klusch trying to analyze all of her passing options, gives it up, and pass gets away. Waiting for it was Carmen Foster, but mishandled it. Ball's being shoveled around, and Foster is able to grab it out midair. Penalty is over. Wright bringing things up the field. Feed pass up for LaWorse. .30 seconds left to go on the shot clock, as it was a real battle for it, but Lawrence Tech had primary possession. A shot inside. Hannah Dean finds it back of the net. Off the handoff by Sydney Robinson. It is 6-2. Hannah Dean has been the biggest surprise amongst this Blue Devils team, as she has played in a total of only 6. She's played in only 11 games so far in the year. This would be in her 12th. But in terms of the starting, she has started the last 7. Makes it a 4-goal advantage for Lawrence Tech. 11:01 left to go in this second period. 16 goals put together by Dean during the regular season. Stalemate for the draw. Picked up by Gerbrand. Now Isabel Gerbrand is going to bring things up for the Pilots. Lights have turned on here at Blue Devil Stadium. It has been very warm today in the high 60s, reaching 70 a couple of times, as that one gets across. Bria Larison gets that goal right back, and once again, it's a 3-goal game. Third different player to score for the Pilots, and it's 6-3. Larison, in her freshman year, has played in all 15 games, has scored 39 goals and 18 assists, giving her a point total of 57. And she had a run right through a double team of Blue Devils players. Larison definitely had the height stature at 5'11". She is from Grand Haven. And now we're going to get a stoppage in play as one of the officials are coming over to talk to Larison and Vanderswag about the setup. Only about 30 seconds after the LTU goal, the Pilots have an answer. Up for grabs, and once again, Isabel Gerbrand is able to come down with her second straight draw control. And mishandled on the pass by Andrews, but she's able to regain it. Backside for Crockett. Try to feed Larison on the inside, but good coverage by Jarvis. Cutting inside is Kretschmer, and Kretschmer finds the back of the net. It is a 2-goal game. The Pilots, within the next almost 45 seconds, have scored 2 goals. As Serenity Kretschmer, the sophomore from Bristol, Indiana, makes it a 6-4 game. Two goals across for Bethel back in the first, and 2 goals here at the 5-minute mark of the second period. And once again, a third straight. This one picked up by Larison off the draw. Now 4 different players of the Pilots have scored. Trying to look for another one to make it a 1-goal deficit. Gerbrand trying to find the open lane. Gives up to the backside, but mishandled by Mackenzie Holland, and it's going to be a turnover. A break for Lawrence Tech, as that is the 9th turnover by the Pilots here in the first half. Vanderswag able to come up for another clear, the 9th for LTU. Lawrence Tech trying to find a response after giving up 2 goals within 45 seconds worth, as Dean trying to cut to the inside. Got a stick from behind. Backed up by Vanderswag. Nemeth gives way to Hubner. LaWorse with a loft pass out to Robinson. Robinson with a long shot. It hit the post. Picked up by Vanderswag as she puts it in. Off the rebound. Jocelyn Vanderswag with her 3rd goal, and it's 7-4. What a sequence that was. Sydney Robinson with a long shot that hit the left post of the cage. And right there, just outside the goal circle, was Vanderswag to put it in. Just great alertness. Lawrence Tech gets a goal back, and now both teams have traded 2 goals apiece in this second period. Now, one of the officials over at the scorer's desk along the sideline. The goal has counted. More of the discussion of the play clock, shot clock rather. 8:21 left to go. This one straight up in the air and a battle over the back. And Gerbrand was right over the back of Robinson. And Lawrence Tech is going to get possession via the penalty. Hannah Dean bringing things up. Robinson inside for Hubner. Got a stick in the face. Hubner keeps going, and Hubner scores. Hannah Hubner with her second, and Lawrence Tech does get those 2 goals back. It is back to an 4-goal lead.
Goal for LTU scored with number 7, Hannah Huber, unassisted.
39 seconds after the previous goal. Back to center circle for another draw. Eight goals on 11 shots, 4 total assists for Lawrence Tech in this game. This draw is going to go way beyond in front of the LTU bench, and it's going to be picked up by Hannah Dean on the ground ball. Robinson faked the handoff. Let Vanderswag all alone, and Vanderswag with another. Number 4, as she was left all alone inside the 8-meter fan. 9-4, Blue Devils. It was all a ploy. First, the fake handoff to Elena Smite. And then as Lawrence Tech was about to be set up on offense, Vanderswag just was left all alone in the middle. Vanderswag last year was all used for defense, and she showed up on the defensive end for Lawrence Tech. This time around has moved to midfield for all of this year from West Olive, Michigan, and they transferred from Notre Dame College. After a 5-goal first period, Lawrence Tech has put together a 4-goal second, as Andrews will get this draw control for the Pilots. With all the momentum on the side of Bethel, Lawrence Tech was able to respond within a matter of minutes. Around the perimeter, Gerbrand goes back for Crockett. Andrews working one-on-one with Vanderswag. There's that versatility as Larison with a low shot that goes wide. It goes off the stick of Crockett, and Crockett's able to keep it in play. And we're going to get a stoppage of play. And the shot clock did not reset. And it does so here. So that's via the stoppage of play. 60 seconds, a fresh shot clock now for Bethel. Gerbrand with good defensive pressure by Smite. Now Crockett trying to find an open pass. They would get around Foster, and possessions is going to go to Lawrence Tech. And now we're going to get a stoppage of play as the officials are going to talk this over. The ball crossed the line into the net. And the call is going to stand. Lawrence Tech with another great defensive stop, as that one definitely went in their favor as a Kluge came out from outside the goal circle to make the stop, as now Lidner lost the handle on that one, able to pick it up. Robinson trying to cut inside. Good pressure by Andrews. Robinson able to get around, and Robinson gets it in. It is 10-4, Lawrence Tech. Sydney Robinson with her first goal of this game after putting together 2 assists. And once again, Jeremy Brown is going to call a timeout as the Pilots are now down by 6 with 5:28 left to go. Lawrence Tech puts together another 5-goal period. We'll be right back.
Bethel.
10-4 game now as the Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech put together 5 goals back in the first period, and it took a while here in the second period, but Lawrence Tech just did exactly the same thing after being almost in a deficit of 2 goals by the Pilots. Lawrence Tech has stormed back for 4 goals in a row. 6 different players of the Blue Devils have scored so far in this one, as this one is up in the air and 4 players collide for possession, and it's going to be picked up by Eddie Jones. So that's out of the timeout. The Pilots have possession. Trying to hit Gerbrand on the run to the inside. Knocked down and picked up on the ground ball by Jenna Wright. Another cause turnover. And Wright able to get through on the clear. $11 total clears now for the Blue Devils as Robinson racing down to set up the offense. Gives way to Reese Nemeth. Robinson trying to cut to the inside. Nearly had a window for a shot chance. Now Nemeth, and we're going to get a whistle and a penalty here. And Nemeth is going to take the free position try. Nemeth, the only freshman on this current roster for Lawrence Tech, as charging in. Nemeth will leave it off. Ball is bouncing around and snatched out of the air by Swoop. Savannah Swoop. Make that Samantha Swoop. Playing in her now her 16th game. Comes up with a huge stop. Now the Pilots to try to respond. Jenna Crockett trying to direct traffic for Bethel. Back up top for Larison. Inside for Gerbrand, or make that Holland rather. Ball was knocked down again. Loose on the ground, and again it's going to be Jenna Wright. Able to pick it up and continues on after the slash penalty. Up for Robinson. Leads up for Hannah Dean. Dean trying to catch everybody off guard. Dean charging in. Dean hits the top post. Nearly put it in. Second time that Lawrence Tech has had a shot that has hit the post. Long bounce pass up for Crockett. .240 left to go in this first half. Larison again. Trying to work one-on-one. Ball pops out. Good aggressive move by Vanderswag. And Vanderswag with another cause turnover. Leads it up for Smythe, but the pass was too far ahead. Mishandled by Wint. Smythe continues on. His way to Robinson. Robinson and Hubner from behind the cage. Robinson able to get around one defender. Keeping her feet moving. A handoff to Smythe. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Smythe trying to work for a double team. Smythe works through, and we are going to get a penalty issued. This will be a free position shot with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Smythe will have to let it loose. Step in. Shot that got away, and this is going to give possession to Bethel as the shot clock ran out. It was low and wide. As Samantha Swoop now trying to look for an open pass. Hannah Dean with pressure. Pass up for Mackenzie Holland. Holland got a hit from behind, and this is going to be another penalty issued. Robinson will head to the sideline with a green card. Another 1-minute penalty. And with exactly 1 minute left. So this will run out the end of the half. And Bethel with a huge chance, with a player up. A chance to cut this deficit in half. Bethel's able to clear, but not for the moment, as the ball's being knocked around. It was Hannah Hubner that got it, all the stick on it, and then a big collision in center circle with Elena Smythe and Sophia Lusel. Both these teams playing ultra aggressive, and another penalty called. Play continues on. Crockett inside, a hit from behind, and we're going to get another penalty and a free position try coming. And by correction, and Lawrence Tech did not realize that the penalty was called, so they thought they had possession. As I'm corrected a third time, Lawrence Tech did have possession, but they went too early from the spot. So Annabella Klusch will walk out and try to run the rest of this clock out. Out comes Jenna Crockett. Long pass over for Jenna Wright. Wright will pass it back. This will be the final seconds. Nemeth will run out the clock. 10 goals for Lawrence Tech. 5 in each of the first 2 periods. 4 goals for the Pilots of Bethel. 2 across in each of the first 2 periods. It is a 6-goal advantage for the number 1 seed Blue Devils as we head to the half. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Second half is just about underway between Lawrence Tech and Bethel, as the Blue Devils have a 10-4 lead. Winner of this game, as it is confirmed now, is Sidney Robinson with the draw control. The winner of this game will face Indiana Tech this upcoming Saturday, as the Warriors, as this pass is blocked off, taken by Gerban on the turnover. The Warriors of Indiana Tech took care of business against the Knights of Marion with a final score of 17-5. Winner of today will face them this upcoming Saturday. Lawrence Tech, the number 1 seed, against the number 5 seed Bethel. As if the Pilots of Bethel were to win this one, they would still be on the road to the higher seed. Backside for Holland. Hand off to Gerbrand. A little bit of a shove and a swat to the head. Robinson tried to be ultra aggressive and got called for the penalty on Jenna Crockett. And now one of the officials is heading over to the scores desk. The call was for contact to the head, as Robinson tried to go in on Crockett. No card was issued. Robinson has been called for 2 minor penalties via the green card in 1 minute. This is just a free position. Crockett now trying to cut to the middle. Gives way to Andrews. Andrews ran into a double team. Gives back for Larison. Over to Holland. Under 30 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Crockett got knocked down, and a good shovel pass by Robinson to a Klusch. Robinson able to redeem herself after the penalty and give Lawrence Tech back their possession. And now Vanderswalk to clear. Ball got knocked loose and kicked. Over to pick it up is Wright. And Wright got a stick up on from behind, and they will call the penalty on Larison. "14 clears for Lawrence Tech in the first half, and now make it 15 overall. As Jason Jarvis, one of the leaders of this squad, one of the captains in her graduate year, it'll move things down the field for the Blue Devils. Robinson faked the handoff, trying to cut inside. Robinson with a big bounce shot and a great catch by LaWorse. And LaWorse on the inside. Flag is up, and LaWorse scores! Second goal of the day for Bella LaWorse on her birthday to make it 11-4.
Goal for your LTU Blue Devils score by number 3, Bella LaWorse.
$12-10 left to go. Third player for Lawrence Tech with more than a goal in this game. Justin Vanderswag with 4. And Hannah Hubner with 2. And now give Bella LaWorse with 2 as well. 7-goal lead now for Lawrence Tech, as this draw control is going to be batted around and picked up by Gerbrand. And the Pilots with their first draw control of the day of the second half. Vanderswag with a knock from behind. Gerbrand is able to pick it back up. Able to feed it inside for Brondike. And Brondike will send it over to Mackenzie Holland. Pilots with their first draw control win of the second half. after they had a turnover early on in the first draw control to start this half. Jarvis with a shove inside. Inside for Andrews. Pass got knocked around and picked up by Jenna Wright. And a big shove by Larison, and Wright is down. After the big shove and the penalty, Lawrence Tech will have possession. And Wright is up limping a bit. The Blue Devils have dealt with some injuries on their roster, which is very short-handed, as they are without Mari Pellman, one of their leading attackers. Jarvis will sprint down the field. Another good clear for LTU, and gives way to Reese Nemeth. Robinson with pressure by Addie Jones will hand it off to Elena Smite. Now Hubner. A feed pass that got through everybody. Picked up by Robinson on the backside. Inside for Dean. Dean with a bounce shot. It goes wide away, but Lawrence Tech will keep possession. 40 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Backside Robinson trying to feed Hubner on the inside. Pass got away. Hubner is able to regain it. Ten seconds left. Robinson has to get a shot off. Gives way to Dean. Try to cut to the inside. Ground ball is loose, and this is going to be a shot clock violation. First one against Lawrence Tech, and Bethel comes away with it. Pass gets away. Foster had a chance, and it goes off of her and out of play. It will stay with the Pilots. Bria Larison to bring things up for Bethel. His way to Jenna Crockett. A cut inside, flag is up, and a great save by Klusch. And a big collision on the inside. Ball is still loose. Jarvis tried to shovel it up, picked up by Gerbrand. Third save of the day for Annabella Klusch. Pilots with a second chance, though. Andrews trying to cut to the inside, and another great save by Klusch. And Lawrence Tech with possession. Annabella Klusch with two great saves in that chance. Now Robinson, full head of steam. Robinson slings it, and it misses wide. And Lawrence Tech will still maintain their possession. That one gets away, and this is going to be a turnover as it was mishandled by Bella LaWerse. First the shot clock violation, and now the turnover. Samantha Swoop. A long pass up. In and out of the stick of Mackenzie Holland. Holland got a swipe at from behind by LaWerse. Holland keeps moving up. And loses the handle, and this one goes out of play, and it's a turnover, and just like that, Lawrence Tech gets the ball back. On the failed clear attempt, and what is now the 17th turnover by the Pilots. Robinson hands off to Vanderswag. A handoff to Dean. The trifecta goes to Elena Schmeit. Inside for Nemeth. Nemeth ran into a double team with the stick, but Lawrence Tech is going to still have possession of the ball. Hubner from behind the cage. A long loft pass with 30 seconds left in the shot clock. Robinson directing traffic. Cutting through, trying to find a seam. Inside for Schmeit. And a great save by Swoop. Samantha Swoop with her second save of the day. As that pass gets away. Coming for it was LaWorse. Wint trying to get a snag at it. And it falls out of bounds and is going to go back to Lawrence Tech. Quickly on it, Jason Jarvis. Jarvis has been using her speed to her advantage for Lawrence Tech, able to move things down the field quickly. And now we get a timeout called on the field. It is a 11-4 game with 5:04 left to go in this first period. Lawrence Tech with 1 goal across, as we'll be step aside for the moment.
Timeout for LTU. LTU goal scored by number 9, Elena Smythe, unassisted.
semifinal matchup of today. We'll be right back. Final 15 minutes of our semifinal matchup of the WHAC Championship Tournament. Winner will face Indiana Tech this upcoming Saturday. For Lawrence Tech, if this score stands, it will be another trip, the third trip for them to the WHAC Tournament Championship, as going for a three-peat on top of this conference and being host of this upcoming Saturday. As this draw control is won by Bria Larison, as the Pilots are almost in desperate need of a goal across to stop the running clock. And for the Pilots, if they're able to come back, they would still be traveling on the road to Fort Wayne. Crockett nearly had a pass inside. Gerbrand from the top ran into a double team. The flag is up, and we're going to have a free possession try. And it's going to be for a cross check. Isabel Gerbrand is going to take it from outside the 8-meter fan. Charging in, and she scores! And the Pilots are able to stop the running clock. Isabel Gerbrand, in her junior year, 46 goals on the year along with 11 assists, is able to stop the clock with 14:06, so just a minute in. That is now the fifth different player amongst Bethel to score in this game, but it gives a little bit of life for the Pilots. And for head coach Jeremy Brown, he has spent 25 years coaching the sport of lacrosse, and he's now within his 8th year of the program. His first year he was an assistant. Now 7 total years as the head coach of this squad. And even then, before his time at Bethel, he spent 17 years at the high school level. As this battle for possession is going to be shoveled up by Gerbrand. And we're going to get a penalty coming up here. And it's going to be on Bella LaWorse. This appears to be a green card 1-minute penalty. Bethel has had their chances with the player up scenario and have not been able to cash in. One sub is in for the Pilots as Addie Jones came back onto the field. Crockett trying to look for the open pass. Gives way to Holland. Back and forth they go. Crockett. Able to get around right. And Crockett is able to slide it in. It is 14-6. Janet Crockett gets her first. And now the 6th different player for the Pilots. The deficit is now down to 8.
Goal for Bethel, scored by number 19, Jenna Crockett.
Janet Crockett, one of 5 seniors on this Bethel team during the regular year. Jarvis is going to bring things up after the draw control. Lawrence Tech's going to bring one sub in. Hannah Dean departs. Morgan Wallagora comes in. Wallagora has missed some time with a couple of injuries, but she is back in. As Dean appears to be checked up by the trainers. Robinson trying to cut to the inside. A feed pass into Smite, and the bounce shot just goes wide. Lawrence Tech is going to keep their possession. Vanderswag got through 3 defenders. The flag is up, and the shot goes high and wide. Again, the Blue Devils keep their possession. The play did not stop on the penalty. Nemeth now gives way over to Robinson. Sunlight is peeking through the clouds here in the late hours of the evening. Robinson looking for a pass. Got a stick up by the neck. The flag is up again. They keep play going, and Robinson will have a free position try. The stick of Lydia Andrews was right up near the neck area. Robinson now with a chance to make this back to a 9-goal lead. And she slings it in. Top shelf goes Sydney Robinson. 15-6. A crucial goal for Lawrence Tech as they try to work their way back to the running clock. $11:50 to go in this game. Robinson with her second goal. 3 assists to put together a 5-point afternoon. Late evening, I should say. Up in the air, still up for grabs. And it's going to be Jocelyn Vanderswag to take full control. Robinson leading the charge. Trying to find the inside seam, and a pass that went wide. And Nemeth had to go off of her stick, but backed up by Hannah Dean, who's back into the contest. Back up top for Vanderswag. And again, Lawrence Tech sets up on the offense. Vanderswag lost the handle. It's going to be picked up by Addie Jones. Stick on stick, but the possession's going to go to the Pilots. Samantha Swoop with a long pass up. Caught on the stick of Mackenzie Holland. Good pressure by Robinson. Feed pass over to Marissa Berg. And now Hubner able to pick off the pass. A huge chance. Hubner with Robinson at her side. 2-on-3. Inside Hubner. And a great save by Samantha Swope. 1-on-1. Swope able to rob Hannah Hubner of a goal. On the dead breakaway. Lawrence Seg with a huge chance of making a 10-goal lead. And Samantha Swope in her senior year just stopped it right in its tracks. Gerbrand, who has 1 goal, sends it over to Larison. Larison inside. Gerbrand with a shot and a great save by Klusch. Crockett able to get another shot, and that one just went wide. Picked up by Jarvis. Klusch able to get it back. 9.5 minutes approaching. Vanderswag able to move things down the field for the clear. The 19th for Lawrence Tech. 7 saves for Annabelle Klusch in this game. Robinson trying to crash inside the fan, reverse her feet, a wide shot. It was going to be a tight window chance. Hubner is going to pick it up to keep possession. .25 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Robinson trying to find an open gap for a pass. Got pressured by Andrews. Hand off to Smite. Try to find Hubner on the inside. Got knocked down. Picked up by Kretschmer. Another takeaway for Bethel. This pass was knocked down. Picked up by Holland at midfield. A good clear for the Pilots. Nine out of 14 so far for Bethel in terms of the clears. Crockett inside, and a quick goal in by Andrews. 15-7 now. Lydia Andrews with her second goal. And once again, the Pilots work it within 8. 7:44 left to go in this fourth period. 3 goals in this period for the Pilots, the most that they've had in any of the periods of this game. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, then they were shut out in the third period. They have put across 3. This one off the draw, a race for it. It's going to be shoveled up by Jarvis, and she'll pick it up off the ground ball. Jarvis got a hit from behind. And this is going to be a penalty called. Wright will send it over to Vanderswag. Vanderswag is able to clear, and she gets hit a couple of times, and they will call a penalty on this and stop the clock. This will be a quick 1-minute penalty, and Serenity Kretschmer will head over. Only the second time that Lawrence Tech has had the player up. Hubner looking inside for LaWorse. And a great save again by Samantha Swope. LaWorse had a one-time shot on the run as this pass is mishandled by Larison, and she's able to get it on the bounce. But Samantha Swoop has shown up here in the fourth period, only allowing one goal. Larison keeps going as she scores! Bria Larison with her second goal, and it's 15-8. The fourth goal of this fourth period for the Pilots. It is now a 7-goal game. The Pilots are showing no quit. Another draw back in center circle. Up for grabs still. Lands right in the basket of Andrews. Lydia Andrews with 2 goals along with Bria Larison. Foster coming out with some pressure. Crockett reverses the engines around the backside. This way to Andrews. Knocked down. Right, try to get the stick on stick, and Robinson does so. A loose ground ball is up for grabs, and Aklush able to swipe it out of midair. And now Wright mishandles the pass. Another ground ball is up for grabs, and out in front is Aklush again. Long pass up for Carmen Foster. Foster to try and move things up the field. She gets stick on stick, and another ground ball is up for grabs. Picked up by Andrews, but that one got knocked free. Again, it's loose, and now Addie Jones coming in for the Pilots. Lawrence Tech had 2 attempts at a clear, and they could not cross center midfield. Feed pass inside. Jones fading away. A swing and a miss on the pass. Or making that shot, rather. And once again, Annabelle Klusch will try to lead Lawrence Tech down the field. Under 5 minutes left to go. Klusch up towards midfield, and an awkward landing by LaWorse. And now Bella LaWorse moving things deep into Pilots territory. Winner of this game meets the Warriors of Indiana Tech. Lawrence Tech ranked to number 3 across the nation in the NAIA. Indiana Tech at the number 7 spot. The top 5 in the standings have not changed for the past 3 weeks. Robinson inside. Vanderswag ran into a triple team. Ball knocked loose. Shoveled back. Dean with the pickup. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Robinson trying to find a pass. Clock is winding down. Robinson trying to hand it off. Smite mishandled. And again, it's a shot clock violation. Second time in this game, Lawrence Tech were not able to get a shot off before the clock ran out. This pass gets away, and this is going to go out of bounds. A crucial turnover by the Pilots. "23 turnovers by this Bethel team, and now Lawrence Tech returns to one of their own. Under 3 minutes now. Up ahead for Jenna Crockett. Callie Rondike sends it back over for Gerbrand. Nearly had Addie Jones open inside. Crockett inside again, trying to weave her way inside the goal circle, but again, knocked from behind by the LTU defense and Annabella Klusch. Klusch with Crockett nearby, gives way to Reese Nemeth. And Nemeth will bring things out the field. And a good clear. A hit from behind, stick on stick. The ball is knocked loose. Nemeth with a shovel pass to move things out the field, but it's picked up by Lydia Andrews. Anna Hartman with a pass up. Here's Gerbrand. Gerbrand, high shot, goes out of play and maintains possession with Bethel. A minute and a half left to go in this game. Larison inside, quick shot and a great save again by Annabella Klusch. That was a bullet of a shot by Lusel. 8 total saves for Annabella Klusch in this game as we're under a minute. Foster will bring things out the field. Pass over to Jarvis. Jarvis able to clear. Got a shove from behind. The whistle blew. Jarvis keeps going up. Lawrence Tech can easily run down the clock here. And they appears to be doing just that as Smite way out about. Gives over to Hubner. And so that's going to do it. Lawrence Tech is on their way back to the conference tournament championship game as they will meet with Indiana Tech this upcoming Saturday. A time will be set in due time. A 15-8 finish. Second time they've defeated the Pilots this year. Annabella Klusch with 8 total saves. Lawrence Tech capitalizing on 24 turnovers by the Pilots. 12 of those were caused by the Blue Devils. A 5-goal first, 5-goal second, a 4-goal third, and just one more across here in the fourth to end up winning this one by a final of 15-8. So stay tuned to your social media for a time for this upcoming Saturday between Lawrence Tech and Indiana Tech for the conference tournament championship game. I'm John Stowe signing out for now. We will see you soon, and good night, everybody.